Welcome back, boys and girls, once again. Let me just double check that everything's set up right. It is. Excellent. Okay. Welcome back. We are doing the Ragbot stream, after all. We had a failed attempt at this. Hold on, I gotta sniff. Hold on. No. We had a failed attempt at this a while ago. That stream has been unlisted. I also accidentally doxed myself in that one, so in addition to it just being a bad stream because the thing didn't work. But hopefully it's all set up now. In fact, if I was really thinking, I would have tried running this. Okay, thank God it does actually work. All right. So, no, not again. Oh no. Okay. Oh no, it's gonna happen again. Oh no. I did an oopsie. Didn't I? It's gonna happen again, isn't it? The exact same thing is gonna happen again. Okay, maybe not. Okay. All right. Ooh, let me turn the music on. Okay, make sure that's the volume's all okay. There we go. I gotta turn that down for myself. I am on a brand new keyboard here today. I wish I could turn down the bong so that you guys don't hear it. But, yeah. So this works, I think. Hold on. Hold up. Hold the fort. Wait a second. I think it's starting up. I'm not even 100% certain what the stream is gonna be because I built the thing in its entirety off stream. Oh, yeah, it's working. And then I guess I'll just go over the code I wrote. I'm not really happy with it. It's really funny because so what spurred me on to doing this project was, this is what I do / want to do as my job. My last position was as a AI applications engineer, and then they told me it was contract to hire, and it was not. They had no intention of actually hiring me after all those all-nighters I pulled to get their system working. But so I did an interview with another company that was doing some AI stuff, and I failed the architecture interview. And I was like, oh my god, I don't know my stuff. I need to go back and study this stuff. And it turns out that, in fact, I was right, and the interviewer was wrong. So, like, that kind of invalidates the reason for doing the stream, because it turns out that my understanding of things was, in fact, correct all along, and it was the guy who rejected me who was, in fact, incorrect all along. But, we can nonetheless have some fun just messing around with AI. So, I will just take some... Oh, well, we should talk to the thing. So, as you can kind of see here, maybe I can make this larger. Aha. Yes. Visual medium. Yes. Okay. Man, I can't freaking breathe. As you can see here, we have a bot that I have fed the X-COM Wiki into. So we can take a look at the data I gave it. Well, that's some data, all right. Okay. Yeah, so you see, we can just find, the Terror from the Depth gas cannon. So I was hoping to make this into something that we could use during our XCOM file streams. In the course of doing this, I realized that the thing I have built is not useful for that purpose whatsoever. Well, I mean, it kind of is. But because there's no I didn't realize that there was no XCOM, because there is for X-Pirates, the other big open XCOM mod. Brain damage. There is information on there for X-Pirates, but nothing for XCOM files. So, I mean, stuff like the smoke grenade, or I don't know how much Terror from the Deep stuff comes over. If you look, this stuff I'm pretty sure is just articles that are in another language, which but like, I don't know, stuff like base facilities in Enemy Unknown. The access lift is the first facility you get to place in every new base. You know, there's some stuff that comes over, but I need to see. This is the tangent to a tangent to a tangent. This is the thing about retrieval augmented generation. People think, oh, well, we'll just take our company's wiki, our internal wiki, our what's that product made by? It's sort of a wiki tool made by Atlassian, the same people as Jira. I used to work at a company that had one of those, and people say, oh, we'll just read our company's internal wiki. We'll read our Slack logs into the RAG system of this bot. We'll use Llama Index, as I have for this one, and it'll just know everything. Well, no, because the information you want is not in there, or it's not like easily indexed by a fucking vector database, which is a whole nother fucking can of worms. But in any case, so what I need to do, and what you, as the all the executives at these major tech corporations who are watching my stream, of course, you need to put more thought into the data that you're putting into your RAG system. You need to go and find the information you need the bot to have, and you need to format it so that the bot can understand it, and so that the RAG system can present it to the bot. So, what we're going to do this in another tech stream, but we're going to go through, I'm thinking I can actually get it to read and understand the data files that make the mod work, and then that will give it the ability to answer questions about XCOM files specifically. But for now, we're making a bot that just deals with base XCOM based on the information that's on the wiki. So we have our chatbot here, so we can ask it whatever kind of questions we want. So let's say, how do I... Okay, actually, I may have broken this. How do I deal with snake men? And if this is working correctly, it should... So I've tried this. If the RAG system doesn't work, it goes, what the fuck is a snake man? Because it doesn't know we're talking about XCOM. So let's see if this works. Okay, I think it's working. So you can see... Yep, there we go. So I can zoom out a little. Can I turn on word wrap in the console? Soft wrap. Soft wrap? Soft wrap. Okay. So you see my question, how do I deal with snake men? So Llama Index in the background went through our JSON-L file. Well, it's not a JSON-L file, it's a Chroma database, which is a whole other can of worms. But it went through this dump of the XCOM Wiki, and it pulled up the document on snake men. And this is all working exactly as it should, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's all working exactly as it should. I'm a little... It's a little odd how that's only 0.6 similarity. You can see here's the stripped version of the... And then this ... is for us. The bot saw the full version of the text. But you can see the bot responded with, hey, to deal with snake men effectively, you should consider the following tactics. Use heavy weapons. Priorities... Watch for chrysalids. So, okay. So here's a problem that I encountered. So, okay. What weapons are most effective against them? So you'll notice I use the word them and not saying snakemen again. So what should happen, we'll see. Let's see what happens. Based on the okay, I don't. Yep. Okay, so it's not working right because, and this is Llama Index fucking us. You see, it got provided with this document, this article from the wiki called "Best Starting Weapons," and it forgot that we're taking about. It forgot that we're talking about snakemen. So. So I should describe Llama Index. Llama Index is this tool. It's a framework. It's pretty old. It's from kind of the old days of AI, the early days of LLM-based AI. And I'm really not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of fucking LangChain either. It's supposed to be a tool for creating bots like this. Bots that do retrieval augmented generation. I should explain what that means. A retrieval augmented generation just means, so let's say, I mean the bot, we're using Anthropic Claude on the back end, by the way. Let's say Anthropic Claude doesn't necessarily know about X-COM. It probably actually does, but for the purposes of what we're doing here, let's say it doesn't. It doesn't know as much about X-COM as we would like it to. So you augment your generation, which is the generation of the bot's response, because it's generative AI. It's generating text in response to your question. You augment that generation with retrieval. So that's a really fancy way of saying have a search engine that runs in the background. What's happening to my voice? Excuse me. I'm dying. You have a search engine that runs in the background, and you have a knowledge base, such as the X-COM Wiki, and you have that search engine run a search when a user says something, and you provide the results of that search to the LLM agent, and it uses that to inform its response. Now, people act like this is some kind of magic, like, there's a thing I like to call the magic sauce theory of technology, where people think, it's like that old video, back when YouTube was good, The Cream. If you remember that video, where the premise of the video is that there's this cream you can just rub on stuff that makes it better. It's like, rub cream on your cat and it makes it healthy and it makes it like you more. Rub cream on your pencil and it makes it sharper. People think that new technologies work that way. Like, that's how I got my first job, or my last job rather, was someone showed the CEO of this company ChatGPT. He's like, we gotta get a ChatGPT for our company. And they're like, we'll just use AI to enhance our business processes. Well, what do you mean by use AI? Just use AI. Just smear it on there. We'll just smear a little AI on our business and it'll make our business better. People do this with fucking blockchain. I remember Walmart. So back when blockchain was at the top of its hype cycle, I remember seeing articles about how, Walmart is going to use AI to eliminate exploitation and bad chemicals from our food. So they're like, okay, when they pick the fruit that's going to be sold at a Walmart, they have to enter it into a database that no one who picked the fruit was a slave, and they didn't spray DDT or any cancer-causing chemicals on it. And because it's in the blockchain, well, the blockchain, of course, is a magic truth serum because it's blockchain. You can't lie on a blockchain. And while it's true that you can't alter a blockchain after it's been written to, you can just lie. You can just lie when you input that. Like, you can put the chemicals on, and then when you put it in the computer, you can say you didn't put the chemicals on. Like, the blockchain doesn't help you with that. People, like, the people behind this had this idea that blockchain is a magic sauce that you can rub on your food infrastructure, and it just makes it impossible to lie about what's in the food. No! Technology you have to apply it. If you want to set something on fire with a laser, you don't just buy a laser and expect things to catch on fire. You need to point the laser at it. And it may be that, in fact, you can't point the laser at it effectively enough. You know, maybe the thing you want to set on fire is moving or something. I don't know why that's the first idea I came up with. That's telling you a lot about me, doesn't it? That my first example of technology is trying to set things on fire. But and it's the same with AI. People think they can just rub AI on their business or their product, and it'll just make it better. Well, how is the AI going to make it better? Like, oh, I want an AI recipe app. Okay, so you have a database of recipes, and you already have a search bar that searches your database of where does the AI enter into it? What need did you see that you could not meet with earlier technologies that you can with the new technology? Oh, nothing. I just want an AI. Well, that's not how it works. In any case, the analogy I was making is to RAG systems. People think that we'll just put our data. You know, that's another thing. People, okay, I can't keep ranting. It's been 20 minutes. They'll say, oh, well, our data. Well, because our data is so valuable. Because people get, not going to go off. You know, our proprietary data in our wiki for our company, well, it's so valuable. Now that we have a RAG system, we can hook a fucking AI to our company wiki, and it'll just magically solve all our problems. Well, there's nothing good in your fucking wiki. In any case, so you can see that Llama Index has fucked us, because when I said what weapons are effective against them, the bot does not remember what them refers to. And the reason this is happening, if I can pull it up, let's see, can I find this? Response mode compact, I think that's it. Llama Index is helping, you know, it's trying really hard to help, and it is it's not showing the full conversation context to Claude when we ask a follow-up question. So each of these episodes of me asking a question are independent. And I don't want that. I want to be able to say them and have it know that I'm talking about Snake Men. And with fucking LLMs, you get that for free. You went out of your way to fuck it up. Okay, not gonna go off. So I am trying to find whatever setting works, because I'm really hoping. I was talking to Claude about this, and apparently, because Claude wrote this code, apparently you need to, like, oh, you don't need a query engine, you need a whole fucking different type of engine. I don't know. So we're gonna learn together how the fuck to use this fucking software. You know what's really cool? Let me show you something. So long as I'm fucking having a screaming fit. Let me get my browser set up so that you can see it without doxing me. Llama Index. Oh, my voice is crapping out. I don't know why that's happening. We may end up having to end stream early because my voice is fucked up. Okay. How do I How do I show you my browser without causing problems? I'm gonna stop streaming for a second. Hold on. Okay, it's good. It's all good. Llama Index Brave Search. Llama Index Brave Search. There we go. Okay. Is the stream back? Oh no. Did I break everything? Okay, cool. All right. So you type in like, okay, so if I go and I type in what's an example of an API? Pydantic. So I type in Pydantic into my search engine. I click on the first result, and what do you know? I get documentation on how to use the Pydantic library. Pydantic is a tool in Python for, it's pedantic, It's for verifying, it's for reading in data and verifying that it's good, basically. Like you have this delivery model. You define models for your data. Okay, delivery has a timestamp and dimensions, and it reads it in and makes sure it's all good. That's what Pydantic does. So, you type Pydantic into your search engine, you click the first result, you get the Pydantic website, and the first thing that's on the Pydantic website is help on using the Pydantic library. As it fucking should be. That's the way things are supposed to work. So, okay, I go to my search engine and I type in Llama Index, and that brings up llamaindex.ai. The first thing I see, wait, am I? No! Okay, so do you see documentation for how to use the fucking Llama Index library at any point? No! You see contact sales get started. Here's all the enterprises building with Llama Index. They don't give a fuck about the guy who's trying to use their fucking software, because that's not what it's for. They built the fucking software intentionally shitty to fucking attract to fucking attract venture capital to invest in their fucking company, and two, to start a company consulting on this shitty piece of software that they made shitty on purpose so that okay, let me calm down. They probably didn't make it shitty on purpose, but they made it, I really feel like they made the software with the intention of starting a consulting company about the software, which it's not like I can really blame them for that, because I have every intention of doing the exact same thing, but, it's kind of telling that you type in the name of the library, you go to the library's website, and, is this? No. You can't find the documentation on the library. It's the people who made the library trying to sell you their consulting service and their cloud platform. You're a massive developer community. Yeah, whatever. And this is the shit. When I try to apply to jobs as an AI engineer, people are like, hey, we're looking for someone, a preferred candidate will have a PhD, but we'll settle for a master's degree. Like, to set up your fucking RAG system? Excuse me? You realize that that's, I did it for a Twitch stream in a couple hours. If you don't need a fucking PhD. In any case, let's actually find the Llama Index documentation, and we'll learn together how to use this shit. Careers. Wait a second. All right, I applied to these people. Maybe I shouldn't be talking shit about them. Never mind, Llama Index is a really great tool. I mean, it's not like there is value to it. It does work. It was really easy to set it up. It's just, I don't know. I don't like this. Maybe I'm an asshole. I don't know. And then my problem with this stuff is, okay, I'm going to rant just a little bit. Wait. Handle complex stuff. Oh, wait, that's cool. Hold on. Wait a second. We may have found the enterprise value. I didn't know they could do that. Unless they're BSing. Do you think when they say it can handle complex documents, do you think the bot can read the tables, charts, images, and more? Or do you think they're just using Apache Tika to pull the text out of the PDF? Like when they say it can handle, they mean it can strip, not it can read, you know? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll learn together. Just so long as we can find the fucking documentation. Llama index documentate. Yep, okay. Brain damage. Brain damage. Okay, so we've found the documentation. So we need to be... We're looking at the query engine right now. So can I find that? Component guides. What I really want is the API reference, but let's take a look. Querying... Query engines. So, okay, so Claude was... I was talking about this with Claude. I used a query engine where I should have used a chat engine. So, a query engine is a generic interface that allows you to ask a question over your data. Whereas a chat engine is a high-level interface for having a conversation with your data. Multiple back and forth instead of a single question and answer. Well, okay. It's not clear to me why this exists. Oh yeah, they even say, okay. I should have read the documentation. That's on me. I should have read the docs. So let's rework the code we have to use the chat engine instead of the query engine. Okay. Index as chat engine. Well, that's simple. That's not... Oh, that is what our code basically does. Okay. So, if we... Okay. Chat engine equals index as chat engine. You know, I honestly feel like... Claude overcomplicated this as well. How exactly? Set up index, load X-COM Wiki, set up settings. Set up index. There's our index, and there's our query engine. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the code, but I'm not showing you the code. Okay. Wiki check. Okay, so basically, all we really need to do, instead of a query engine, we need a chat engine. So we just do... I will say, I do like how... I really like how this and, you know... LangChain wasn't as good as this, but I do really like how they make the... how simple they make the high-level API. I really like that you can just do index, if you can type. Oh, I typed it. Okay, yep. I'm also on this crappy keyboard I got at a thrift store because my keyboard crapped out. So that's my excuse for why I keep making typos. Index.as chat engine. And then, okay. We just have to wire it up. Chat engine equals index as chat engine. And then we can just do chat engine.chat. Chat. Is that the final countdown? What the hell? Let's see. Okay, is this gonna work? It's loading. It's loading. Wonder why it has to generate embeddings every time it starts. It's odd. I mean, it goes quick. It is actually really quick. Okay, so tell me about Snake Men. It's just sitting there. Okay, and the bot. It's interesting how the format of its response is better. I meant to say different, but it is actually better. Snakemen are a reptilian alien species that became a common sight on Earth during the First Alien War. They have tough, heat-resistant skin and can carry up to 50 eggs. Wow, my voice is dying. Snakemen move using a snake-like foot that protects their vital organs. While not extremely dangerous individually, they often work alongside the fearsome chrysalids as terror agents, making their presence concerning. Snakemen have high firing and throwing accuracy, but average health, strength, and low energy and reaction levels. They are directed by an unknown intelligence and could pose a severe threat if left unchecked on Earth. So it's interesting how it seems to have, before it had the context that we were talking about a game, and it feels like it's not like that anymore. That's odd. Hold on, wait a second. Are we actually using Claude on the back end now? Did that go away? Setup index. Vector store. Storage context. Vector store from documents. Create query engine. Where do we... No, yeah. We set up our LLM as Claude. So this is still Claude. Just for curiosity, what happens if I say, tell me about yourself? Oh yeah, okay, this is Claude. Excellent. What's the most effective weapon dealing with them? Technically, I've kind of invalidated my experiment. Let's see. Let's see if he... You know, he may interpret that as what's the most effective weapon for dealing with Anthropic. And get upset, but we'll see. Oh no, it did interpret that. Okay. That's definitely wrong. What? According to the information from the X-COM games, the most effective weapons for dealing with Snakemen aliens appears to be pistols, especially laser pistols. The Snakemen's biology makes them vulnerable to pistol rounds, and even a single laser pistol is described as being able to wipe out an entire alien base of Snakemen. So, pistols, particularly the more advanced laser pistol technology, seem to be highly recommended for... So, there's two problems with this. One is obviously that it gave us a nonsensical answer, I'm pretty sure. In fact, there's three problems. The second is that it is speaking like... This is more maybe a preference thing for me, or me thinking about this as a commercial product. Well, I mean, you know, that's what it's for. It's for getting work done. I don't like how the bot is talking like... I understand why this is the choice the LLM made from its perspective. It's talking like it's reading off of the article, where we would like it to talk like it knows this stuff, you know? This is the big problem. You know, the third problem, as I mentioned, there's three problems. the third problem, and this is what really pisses me off about this whole llama index thing, these frameworks, it's not just llama index, it's also like LangChain. I'm sure there's a billion other ones now. They give you this framework, and like for setting up a demo, excuse me. Okay, we're probably gonna have to. Holy cow. We're probably gonna have to. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna throw up. We're gonna have to end stream early here because there's something horribly wrong with my voice. I don't know what. But if I can just finish my rant, I don't like. Okay, maybe there's a feature that I just haven't seen yet, and maybe I'm just ignorant. It's entirely possible that I just don't know what I'm talking about here. But they give you this framework, and then it's easy to convince yourself that the framework has made everything easy for you. Like, it gets you 90% of the way there. Very simply. You saw, you know, this is what? 150 lines of code. We load in our JSON. We create an index off it. We tell it we want to use Chroma. We want to use Anthropic. We want to use. Is that the right? Okay, not gonna worry. We want to use this embeddings model. And yeah, it works, but then you try to turn that into an actual commercial product. And 90% is not enough. And that remaining 10% is more work than if you had just done it from scratch. This is the stuff that upsets me about these frameworks. Because, okay, for one, I want to go in and alter the prompt. I need to do some prompt engineering so it responds like I like it to. I want it to respond like it knows the answer rather than it's reading the wiki with me. Because, you know, the end user can't see the freaking wiki article unless, like, you could also do it so that it shows the wiki article and then, like, you can read the summary of it, and then that's also totally valid. In fact, now that I say it out loud, that is definitely the better way to do a RAG system. I should make a note of that going forward, to do this kind of RAG. I mean, you know, if you have proprietary data in your RAG system, you don't want to do that. That was how it was at my last job. But anyway, you know, if we want it to respond as if it knows the answer instead of it's reading a wiki article out at you, I need to go in and change the internal prompts. I also need to see what context is being handed to the model so I can see why is my fucking RAG system telling me that, like, who said that snakemen are vulnerable to pistols? Like, where does it say that? Why did the bot say that? Does it say that in my RAG data? Is the freaking thing just full of crap? Oh, okay, don't look at that. And as far as I can tell, there's no way to just go in and look at that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't understand. But it seems to me like getting to 100% from the 90% that it does for you is as much work, and you would get a better result by just doing it yourself from scratch. And probably, maybe on another stream, when my voice box actually works, we can do that. But until then, my voice is fucked, and talking makes me gag, so I am going to end the stream for now. Really appreciate you all coming out. Really appreciate your continued support. We will be doing more XCOM files Monday night. Until then, I will see you next